Exactly 4 years ago, I had a crazy idea to skateboard from Los Angeles to Mexico, but that was only 178 miles. I am now back to set a new world record. Let me explain. I started skating when I was 13 years old. I bought a longboard from a kid in the neighborhood for $20. I always knew it could take me places, but I never thought it could take me across the country. Up until this point, I've been traveling with my skateboard to 20 plus countries, making new friends and teaching hundreds of people how to skate. After doing that, I decided to attempt a new world record to be the first woman to skateboard across America. This means I'm currently skating 3,226 miles.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You just saw that, but she is a woman on a mission to make history and set records by becoming the first woman to skateboard across America. She started in Santa Monica, California, and she's on her way to Virginia Beach. She is Brooke Johnson, everybody. Woo! Oh my gosh, hello. We are in the midst of a celebrity. Brooke, thank you so much for, coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be
yes,
here.
We're excited to have you.
This is an amazing feat.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mexico part, I was like, girl, you bring.
That's crazy.
But let's talk about, your journey from California to, Virginia Beach, why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And what kind of prompted you to do it.
So I lost my stepdad to a spinal cord injury. And he had fallen and broke his C5 vertebrae. And then during his recovery process, he had become a complete quadriplegic when he injured himself. And I was like, oh, I should raise money for your recovery because we have to remodel our whole house. So during the recovery process, he ended up passing away. But during that time, I was like, I'm gonna skate across America to raise money for your recovery. And then he was like, well, you better do it either way. And he always thought I was crazy. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyways. So here we are, we're raising money for spinal cord research with a foundation called Wings for Life. And that's like kind of what prompted it. And Roger is my stepdad, and we have his ashes in the van, and he hangs out with us, and he's like our little guardian angel, and he protects us in any situation, which is wild. There's been moments where I'm like dodging things. I'm like, I don't know how I decided to like skate in this ditch instead of like be on the road and like a car spins out.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, lots of amazing things. What I love about this too is, the influencer culture has become so big in today's society, but I love that you're using yours for a great cause, right? And what I think is cool too is that you're doing it for your stepdad. So do you feel like, I'm assuming like halfway-ish maybe through the journey right now. So do you feel like, I know you said the ashes are in the car, but do you feel like he's really been with you on this journey? Like, do you feel like he'd be proud of you? What are your kind of thoughts on is it a spiritual thing for you? Like, how do you feel about this whole journey so far?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like super spiritual, but when you're like facing head-on semis all the time, you're kind of like,
fair.
it really like you lose the spiritual. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, instead you're just like thankful for your sanity. You're like, okay.
Like I'm doing the best I can. But with my stepdad, there have been moments where we're like in the middle of nowhere. The first time I ever had to skate on an interstate, it was a mile stretch. And according to the world record standard, if there's no other viable highway, you're able to skate on the interstate. And that's also like a law. So it was my first interstate, and we're sitting in California in the desert, and I was like, okay, what do I do here? I have nothing. I need an escort or something. And a cop rolls up the ramp, and I was like, how do I get over to that highway? He's like, well, you have to take the interstate. I'll just escort you.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, okay.
Here we go.
Like
escort now.
I was like, okay, cool. I'll just, I guess, skate on this highway, this interstate. And it's just small moments where I'm like, I need something, and it shows up. Like, I haven't experienced any like super bad hardship that I can't get through because I feel like Roger's just always been there.
Oh, I love that so much. Yeah.
Okay, so your original route was California to New York.
Yes.
However, you changed it up to go to Virginia Beach for a very special reason.
Yes, the special reason is because I looked at the map one day, I woke up, and it goes right past Roger's grave. And he's buried in Franklin, Kentucky, which is about 30 minutes south of Bowling Green, Kentucky. And I was like, oh, that's easy, we're gonna go there. And so we're going past Roger's grave, and I just feel like that's so important on this mission instead of finishing in New York. And he's the whole reason we're doing it. So I was like, we gotta stop and see Dad.
Yeah, no, that's big, that's big. Okay, so like I said, you're halfway through, you're in the Midwest right now. Is there any stop that surprised you? Like, you're seeing the world in just such a unique way that not a lot of people ever experience.
Yeah, I think, so I've traveled a lot before this, like just internationally, and the one thing that has blown my mind is how kind people are in America. They're just, like, we were in Texas and we were sitting on the side of the road and, like, we pulled into this guy's, like, his business. He sold like cattle gates. Like, oh, okay, I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, but here we are.
And he walks up to us and just hands us a $100 bill.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, in no other country will someone walk up to you and hand you a day's wage.
Yeah.
Nowhere
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
And like, be like, I just love what you're doing.
Yeah.
I like,
Yeah.
want to support the cause that you're doing. And people, and then like 20 minutes later, a girl pulls out and she's like, here's $40. And we're like, where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't even have a conversation with you and you just wanted to give to our cause.
Yeah.
And so it's the kindness of the people that oftentimes Americans get labeled in many different ways. But it's not often that you hear about them being just so gracious and generous and like caring, and no matter like what the political party is, they just come up and they're like, can I just give to you?
Yeah.
And like, it's just been the most unifying thing, especially in a political climate that's been so divisive.
Yeah.
That like we have this amazing kindness. I'm like, wow, like we need to see more of this.
Well,
united.
I was gonna say it's a testament to that good intentions are rewarded, you know, and I think that's what's happening with you is you're doing this for the right reasons and people want to be a part of your journey. So I think that's huge.
It's so
Being a
magical.
part of your journey, I've watched your TikTok stuff. People will stop their cars. Like a girl came up with a
gosh.
puppy and was like, "Touch my puppy." And the girl stopped and was like, "Is it really you?" Like she was like on the phone with her boss or something.
Yeah.
Like, so what does that mean to you when these people, complete strangers, but they're following you, they're your fans, and they're like, "I found you on your quest."
Oh, it means the world. I love it when people stop because it gets so lonely out there. My friends will even think, they're like, oh, she's busy skating on the side of the road. I'm like, please call.
Yeah. Call.
Please just
You
call
can only
me.
listen to so many podcasts and music.
Yeah,
and-
I don't even listen to music anymore.
Oh wow.
It's just quiet.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I need to hear the sound of the cars too.
Yeah.
To make sure that they're
It's
not
a little
gonna
balance.
whoop.
Yeah. What do you feel like then? Okay, so that's a lot of time with just yourself and your mind. Like, what do you feel like you're learning about yourself along the way?
Yeah, like it seems like it would be way more profound than it really is. It just, you get really into a flow state. Like when I'm cruising after like 10 miles and I hit like 20 miles, I'm flowing really hard. So I'm like, my mind just kind of goes blank and I'm just like, I'll look around and be like, oh, that next hill I'm just gonna climb over. Oh, I wonder what's on the other side of that next hill. Or I talk to a lot of cows. That's kind of a weird
Yes.
thing.
Fine, no.
I'll like just moo at them and I'm like, hey.
Really quick before we have to go, I did want to know, you encountered some brutal stench in Texas with the cows. Is there anything brutal thus far in Missouri, Southwest Missouri, that you've encountered?
No, you guys don't really have tornadoes, which is nice.
Yeah.
There's trees and water and like beautiful like scenery.
Scenery?
Yeah. Nothing really in Missouri. Oklahoma was brutal.
Yeah.
It's like my least favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're here now. Where are you headed to next?
We're heading through Kentucky. So
Okay.
we're gonna have a little, like a mile stretch in the bottom of Illinois.
Okay.
And then we're gonna keep going.
All right.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah.
What's the best way for people to keep up with you?
Yeah, on my Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat. You can just Google Brooke Does Everything, and then you'll find me.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Please
Yeah.
be safe. I have so many other technical questions.
I know.
I'll
I'm
get
like,
to that
this is just insane.
once
to
we're off
me.
the air.
Well, thank you for being here. We loved getting to know
Yes,
you.
thank you
And
so
good luck
much.
on
Shout
your
out to
journey.
her
Yes.
people over here.
Yeah, her little media crew over here. Yes, we love it. Okay, you guys. Well, after this, don't go anywhere. Mix it up with Shakers Bartending. We'll be right back.